I'd like to call it Dear Dasher. Now, y'all know I'm always trying to help people, even when sometimes I shouldn't, and that's what this segment is about, Dear Dasher, right? Now, it's a segment where people will write me letters, and I will try to help you with your problems if I can. Now, the first few letters are going to be inspired from, people in my life, and thank you all so much, the people in my life that have written me these damn letters to start, because it's very hard to start a new segment without, content and a jumping off point. So the first few letters are going to be from people in my life, and it's my hope that in time, you guys will write in with your problems to datdamndasher@gmail.com with a subject line of Dear Dasher, and maybe I'll be reading your letter just like I'm about to read this one right here and right now. All right. Now, today's letter comes from Shay. Hey, Shay! And Shay writes, Dear Dasher, that's me. My best friend is on her 4th spin around the block with her on-again, off-again boyfriend, and I've been there as a supportive friend from the beginning. Personally, I don't see it working out for them, but I've tried to be there for her time after time. However, I think I've reached my patience limit, and I don't want to start resenting her. So I'm wondering if you can help me find a good way to tell my friend that I don't want to be involved in her relationship drama this go-round without offending her. P.S. If I can keep my friend in the process, that would be great. Well, Shay, thank you for your letter, baby, and I will see if I can help you, right? Now, first and foremost, honestly, I wish that you would be okay with losing a friend. It's so much easier for me to tell people how to get out of a relationship sometimes than how to maintain it. Or maybe it's just more fun in my mind, right? Now, to all the people who truly know me, they know that my kiss of death in any relationship is if I say these key words. I wish you well in all your future endeavors. If you ever hear that from me, I am love TKO gone from the damn relationship. All right. But Shay, look, I'm going to answer this in 2 different ways, right? Because I'm going to answer it for the people that are okay with leaving the relationship. And then I'm going to answer your question because I feel like both sides are relevant, right? So if you are in a similar situation and you don't care about keeping the relationship, I would literally recommend a method that I call the walk back method, okay? And it's very simple, all right? You start walking back your attention, you walk back your affection, you walk back your texts, you walk back your phone calls, and before you know it, you done walked out the door of the damn relationship and you're happy on the other side. But I understand you're trying to keep your friend, so let me give it to you how you need it, Shay, okay? So Shay, this is what I would do, right? I would literally, and you're going to have to pile this on thick, right? Because if you want to kind of make this go over well, you're going to have to bring out all the stops, all right? And what I would do is this. I would go to my friend and I would say, hey friend, I'm so glad that you and, you didn't put what his name is, you and Jonathan, have found your way back to each other. And I'm so glad that you're giving it another try. But what I've noticed is that from being here with you, all these different, relationship iterations, it's kind of started to affect the way that I see him. And it started to also affect my anxiety. So I was just wondering, if possible, could you find a different sounding board for your emotions in terms of, this relationship? Because I know that you guys are on again, off again. And that's, a lot of stress to put on a situation time after time. And I've noticed it's really affected my mental health. Girl, you gotta lay it on thick, okay? If you want to get out, Shay, you got to lay it on thick, okay? It's affected my mental health. And I would really appreciate if you could, use somebody else as a sounding board this time, all right? And look, no matter how you phrase it, somebody's going to feel a certain way, all right? That's just how life goes, right? But I think a good friend who knows that her situation with her dude is effed up will, appreciate you for your honesty, all right? And whether she, is cool with it or comes out of a bag on you at it, I think that your goal is reached, right? Because if she's okay with it and she finds a different sounding board, then you keep your friend, right? And if she's not okay and she feels a certain way about it, then you're out of the situation. I know you want to keep your friend, but that's kind of the best method I could possibly provide you with, right? Lead with honesty, roll it on thick in terms of, anxiety, mental health, and not really wanting to be involved in her drama going forward. and let the chips fall where the hell they may, okay? So Shay, thank you so much for your letter. I hope I was able to help, you with your problem. And I also hope that I was able to help the people who are okay with losing the relationship Jesus, all right? So that was Dear Dasher. And once again, y'all, I hope that eventually you'll write your letters to datdamndasher@gmail.com with the subject line of Dear Dasher, and maybe I'll be reading your letter and helping you with your problem, just like I tried to help Shay with her problem today.